Hello everyone, welcome to round 34 of the Flocking Geese's My Team Career Mode, here on F1 2023, and you join us in France for the French Grand Prix here at the Paul Ricard circuit. A Grand Prix that we've not actually done since F122, so this is our first time on F123. It wasn't available for us in Season 1 because we had to go through the it wasn't unlocked, shall we say, as well as China and Portugal. But no, it is good to be back actually, because we did have a good run in our first Grand Prix. We made up 10 positions and got Driver of the Day, even though the car was on its literally just about to fall into pieces. What, the engine? But no, it was a good race. So this is the deadline for our teammate. Callan Williams, as his contract is literally after this race. So whether he does a good job or not depends. He did pretty well in practice. He finished P4 in practice 1, P8 practice 2, and then 3rd in practice 3. But Callan's contract is up after this Grand Prix, so it all depends really if he does a good job or not. If he gets above position 15, I will keep him till the end of the season. 15 or over. If not, he's out. Simple as that. So let's get in there, shall we?
Hello and welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. Now, it's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt, the feature of many a highlights reel. So let's hope we see more of those in the race today. We have 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, 6 to the left and 9 to the right. But the rain is coming down and making for a slippery racing surface. But luckily, there is plenty of runoff area available, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid bringing out a safety car during today's Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Goose lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Magnussen, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Gasly, Norris, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Bottas, Joe, Teo Porcher, Albon, Sargent, Williams and Nick de Vries. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinker. Now, can I get your take on Max Verstappen? Joined in the commentary box by Anthony Davidson, and they've got a new engine in the car. They're going to take a grid penalty as a result. It could mean a tough race.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a much more aggressive approach today to make up for that compromised start.
For the second time now in the Goose's career, we are at the French Grand Prix and the lights are out. The Goose gets an extra start in the rain. We're on inters. Well, we should be on the full wets really, because the rain is heavy now. Even though it said the rain was not heavy but light. But anyway, the Goose gets an excellent start. Leclerc gets in front of Hamilton. The first chicane, ahead of Russell and Kevin Magnussen in P5, courtesy of the Aston Martin's powertrain and overall performance. Skyrocketed compared to McLaren and Ferrari and Mercedes, rivaling them in some cases. No Red Bull to be seen. There is a McLaren and a Red Bull behind Kevin Magnussen. I'm not sure who they are. I think it's Perez and I think it's Lando Norris. Or it could be our boy, Aussie Boy Pastry. You don't mind. But no, we're on inters. Should be full wets really. But as you know, the Goose does excel in wet weather. Apart from Mexico Grand Prix and F123. We don't talk about that. we came second, but still, we did very well. And we've got the corner for them. So yeah, as you could imagine, not much happened during the race. It wasn't an exciting race. So yeah. Yeah. I'll try and be as entertaining as I can. But still, we qualified P1, which was mad. We set the fastest lap, 1 minute 50. 1:52.53. That's a good 150 sprinter. I've seen that one. We get the fastest lap again, but Leclerc beats it by a mere hundredth of a second into lap 3. No DRS, as you imagine, is enabled because obviously the wet weather. Lap 4, Charles Leclerc beats his own lap time, so he gets the fastest lap. And not really much happened after that. The Goose goes a bit wide there. Here comes Leclerc. He's going to go around here, trying to pass the Goose. Because the Goose goes round the outside of the chicane, forces Leclerc to drop back. But it's still the Goose and Leclerc here at the French Grand Prix.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
Mate, they're already burnt out. It's the Goose for Christ's sake. But yeah, George Russell has overtaken Hamilton and has now caught up with the us and Leclerc. Moving on to lap 6. There is it's still basically it's just Goose, Russell, and Leclerc that's dominating. But Leclerc goes round the inside, and there's damage to the front wing. Both Leclerc and the Goose go off the track in their respective areas, and Leclerc's dropped back to P3. Russell takes advantage and goes to P2. It's all going wrong here in France. Of course, it goes wrong in France. I mean, look at the 2022 Grand Prix in France. Okay, the tyres are starting to overheat now. Lap 8. Goose overcooks this turn. Russell is P2, Hamilton P3, Magnussen P4. Leclerc has dropped to P5. We have a caution going on. Is that Carlos Sainz? Bottom left screen. There is a car going slow. Carlos Sainz is out, courtesy of the ever reliable Ferrari train. That's why we use Red Bull. So we're on board with Carlos Sainz now. Well, we're looking at him. Just like in Austria, he is out of this race. Oh dear, it's not going very well for Carlos Sainz, is it? 2 Alpines, McLaren, Haas, both Haas's cars going past. And there's Callum Williams ahead of Nick de Vries.
Green flag.
He's not last, but that's all season 1 and this season's been like. De Vries versus Williams. So, DRS has now been enabled for this lap. We don't have Del. We need the mediums, damn it. We don't have the data. What do you think we did in practice sessions? Oh, the hard tyres. Are you mad? Yeah, we got no choice. Not enough data for the mediums, Christ. Okay, the end of lap 10, and Russell's pitting with us. Yeah, good boy, he knows. Magnussen's going into the pit lane as well. So is Sergio Perez. Let's see who else. Piastri. Hamilton and Leclerc do not pit. Verstappen's move. Oh god, whining Dutchman's in P3. Hollywoodland Stroll's P4. Let's see who else has pitted. Magnus. Everyone else is pitted, except for the top 9 on your screen now.
Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
Careful, chair P9, go for him. Joe got a new P8, and we're on the hard tyres on a damp track. Not completely dry, still a bit damp in some areas. Oh yeah, bit of a backwards wheel spin there. But no, P10. It won't be long before the track completely dries out, and there goes George Russell trying to get around the outside. I've just noticed our front wing's not been replaced. We did get an excellent pit stop though, but no. And we move on to the start of lap 12, and just like that, from P10 to P1, back into pole position, just like that, because everyone pitted for inters. From inters to hards, I think, or mediums, and we're back out in the lead. We get the fastest lap.
Well done.
Just like in lap 12, we got the fastest lap, but then it was quickly taken away from us. Lap 14,
Fastest lap of the race.
still the fastest. Magnussen, Russell, Leclerc, Perez are now your top 5. Someone gets the fastest lap.
Energy stores depleting, reducing our overall capacity.
Oh no, the energy store's going.
The faster that capacity will drop.
Yep, things are starting to fail in the car, but don't worry, we'll get them all sorted by Belgium. We've got new parts on the way as well. Still Russell, Magnussen, Leclerc, Perez, your top 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. The Goose sets the fastest lap of the race, and then Russell overtakes it, and then someone else has taken it. Lance Stroll. Now the Goose reclaims the fastest lap. Literally, it's the battle for the fastest lap of the fastest time here. Yeah, the Paul Ricard circuit. And yeah, very clever, very clever. We've got ourselves a 3-second penalty for cutting the corners. Something we're very used to, isn't it, Tico? Yes. Too late, we got it.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Well, thank you very much, Captain Obvious. Shall I spell it out for you? We have a 3-second time penalty. And honestly, nothing actually happened after that penalty. Nothing. So we're now on the final lap of this race. Honestly, I watched the footage 3 times to just triple check everything, and nothing happened. It was just us in first place dominating. But look at that, the 2 Aston Martins, P2 and P3. Who the hell would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought that? Leclerc, Russell in respectable P4 and P5. Our rivals dropped down for some reason, but that's good. That's good. That's what we like to see. I've got the hiccups. Forgive me. I do apologise. Oh, hang on. Leclerc's making some ground against the Aston Martins in the Ferrari. He's overtaken Lance Stroll. That's surely going to be an interesting fight, but the mediums would slightly worn out by now, I'd imagine, compared to the hard tyres. But no, Magnussen though, he's 3 seconds ahead of Leclerc, so I think it's not the first Aston Martin on the podium. We're going to the final corner here, and for the first time in his career, the Goose wins the French Grand Prix.
Get in there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, Goose, you get in there, son. I love that new victory. I love that new victory call. Get in there. It's just something that I say anyway all the time on my other channel. And Albon gets driver of the day. That'd be interesting. Meanwhile, coming in for his final race, behind Nick de Vries by a fair margin. Say goodbye to number 52, and that is Callan Williams. Goodbye, Callan Williams. Goodbye. You've been absolutely shit.
Another superb French Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So, Natalie, what made the difference out there today?
Well, they are very much at one with the car, which is a cliche, but it's true. It's not an easy process, and that work is very much paying off.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Goose increases their championship lead. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Goose.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order.
Well, that certainly was an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Aston Martin seems to be doing very well all of a sudden. Stroll P4, Magnussen P2. He's probably going to be driver of the day. He's made 6 places. Esteban Ocon is the only Frenchman to score points at his home Grand Prix. Albon, he made 6 positions, just like Lance Stroll. Then, so it's a tied driver of the day. Oh, we know what's going to happen here. Even with the 3-second penalty, P1 fastest time as well, which is that's just amazing because we've never won at this track before. The last race we had here was just as crazy. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other channel, Tico Sprinter, and I leave you with this. Oh God, no, not that many points. 172. If you don't understand it, it's a train. It's from my my other channel, Tico Sprinter, which you can go and subscribe to. It's my main channel. So yeah, if you don't get the joke, then 172, just no, it doesn't. You won't get it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. We're gonna do. I think it's the season break now until Hungary. No, Belgium's the summer break. Sorry. We gotta get a new driver. See you then.